Om Sri Sai Ram. Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadim, Anantarupam. Adyam, Purana Purusham, Navayavanam Cha. Vedeshu Durlabam, Adurlabam, Atma Bhaktau. Partisam, Adipurusham, Tamaham Bhajami. Advaitam, God is one. There is nothing else except Him. Achyutam is always victorious, never fallen. Anadim, oldest personality, or nobody knows his date of birth, therefore Anadim. Anantarupam, but whenever he appears according to the various forms, according to the wishes of the devotees. Adyam. Adyam means that is the maximum bottom, there is nothing beyond bottom. Purana Purusham, therefore oldest personality. But Navayambanam, whenever he appears before the devotees, he always appears with full of youthful looks. Vedeshu Durlabham, you can't obtain him just because you read Vedas. Adurlabham Atma Bhakta. If you have good devotion with purified heart with a purified heart, then it's not impossible for him to attain him. Such personality is known as Pattisam, Isa, controller. Patti, name of the place. He is the supreme controller of Patti, which is the spiritual capital of the world. Adipurusham is the oldest supreme personality of Godhead. Adipurusham, Tamaham Bhajami. We offer our most respectful obeisances unto him. Generally, you must have got a lot of speakers, professors, lecturers. They also speak. Whereas in the case of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Kanchi Paramacharya, Vallalar, Ramalakrishna Jyoti, then Pondicherry, Arvind Ashram, they also speak. But these people, we address them as gurus, whereas first one, we address them as lecturers or professors or a good speaker. What is the difference between these two? A speaker wants to speak on swimming, he reads a lot of books on swimming, and he goes and watches how people are swimming, then he goes on. Whereas the second category people, they got into the water, they immersed themselves, they learned how to swim. Such people can give more practical, more wisdom of speech. That is the difference between spiritual speakers and the Laukika speaker, worldly speakers. Now, our organization is a spiritual organization. The subject that is given to me was Sanathana Dharma. So, what is Sanathana Dharma? We should go into the root of everything. Our people, now this country is called Bharat. Before that, there was no name for this country. People after creating the world, after creating the universe, after people came into existence, they wanted to contemplate, to know why they are being born, what are their purpose. People from different countries planned but could not succeed. So people from east came in searching for a place. They saw Tungabhadra river. People from north, people came, they saw Punjab, 5 rivers. From the east, people came Sindh river. And again they go a little more, they see Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. They find this area is more suitable, no question of wild animals, water is available all the 365 days, and food is available, and people here are very cooperative. So they said, can we sit here and contemplate to know who we are? People said, local people said, it's up to you. Then, is it your country? No, it's not our country. Then whose country is this? It is country God has given, we don't know. Then you have, what is the name of this country? We have no name, then we don't know. Then they gave the word Bharat. Bharat means Brahma Vidyam Tasya Brahmate iti Bharataha. It is a place where one can concentrate and contemplate on the knowledge of Supreme Absolute Truth is known as Bharat. Now, these people now let's go back to the origin. When the universal consciousness, when energy was created by the sound called Om, we call it a primordial sound or Omkaram. NASA people in 1970, astronauts went abroad, went high near the moon. They called it space. Space means everything zero, but they heard a sound. They recorded that sound. That was Om Om. So they found out in which country this particular sound is being visible. They found out it's in India. People use chanting Om. So you can imagine those astronauts, they went high towards the moon and found out there is a sound, whereas our people found out in the beginning itself that sound. Because that sound, energy has been created. Energy has been created. That energy, we call it as universal consciousness. After some years, it's a gas, invisible. So one third of that came out. After a few millions of years, it is solidified and became matter. In that matter, and again this universal consciousness became full. Though it came one third came out, it became full. Therefore, they say Purnasya Purnam. That is always Purnam, is always whole, full. It's WHOL, full. It cannot. Therefore, it is known as infinite. So this matter, after solidifying, the universal consciousness or cosmic energy divided this matter into billions of pieces, and it entered into it. Again, Vedas say, Guru Madhye Stitor Vishwam, Vishwam Madhye Stitor Guru, Guru Vishwam Nacho Anyosti, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Means, Guru here, they use the word Guru for the universal consciousness or cosmic energy. Cosmic energy entered into the matter. Matter also entered into cosmic energy. Therefore, there is nothing beyond energy and matter. So, Tasmai Guruve Namaha. That is the, therefore, they offer their respect and obeisance to the Guru. So, that means here, matter plus energy equals life. That's how the life started in this universe after creating the universe. Out of that life, so first of all, animated matter like trees, tree, mountains, then air, then afterwards inanimated matter to animated matter. Therefore, trees, inanimated matter is matter, animated matter is moves. Then afterwards, life comes in. Out of that life, slowly, it becomes the biggest form that is called man. This particular man wanted to know what I am, who I am, where do I come from, where should I go, what is the purpose of his life. That's how they wanted to find out. That's why the people came to India called Bharat. Now, they started contemplating one by one. People, I said, persons, they got life. What is this life? They found out life is nothing else but soul, SOUL, a branch of universal consciousness called soul. So whatever the powers that universal consciousness has, the soul also has got the same thing. So life is an attribute of the soul. Life is an attribute. Soul means complete in all respects. So therefore, the people here, one by one, contemplating on who am I, what am I, like this, the soul talks to them. That is called God communion. God communion. So they said, Yasmin Vignate Sarvam Vevam Vignata Bhavati. So this man heard from his heart and mentioned to the other people. Once they say, it is okay, it is good, it is applicable, it's a good, people can follow, then it becomes a Veda. Veda means, that word Veda comes from the root called Vith, V-I-T-H. Vith means bottom. There is nothing beyond bottom. From there it comes out. That means every word in Veda comes from the soul. That's what it means. So like that, every sage gave each one, so saying that have been accumulated. They are known as Vedas again. So in the case of Satya Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Treta Yuga, people followed whatever Vedas said, and guided by the gurus who experienced that Vedas. There is no question of Sanatana Dharma in those days. It is not there. Then later on, at the time of Vyasa, compiled those Vedas into four divisions. Then later on, in order to make people understand that, he wrote Purushams, that is the Puranas. Then afterwards, he wrote Upanishads. Then he found out the Kali Yuga people are not that much intelligent to grasp. Therefore, he put a quintessence. He used the word called Sana. Kali Yuga people, let them follow Sanatana Dharma. What is Sanatana Dharma? Sanatana means eternal. Dharma means duty or righteous act or truth, whatever the word you may use it. So he gave the quintessence of this. The quintessence of this particular Sanatana Dharma is originated from all Vedas with five simple attributes. What are they? Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa. Afterwards, after the Kali Yuga begins, so many religions came into existence. The oldest religion being Zoroaster, and then later on Lao Tse from China, then the Christianity, then Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, and all these five religions started by one single person. Therefore, they use the word ism. ISM means follow what I said. Whereas in our case, Sanatana Dharma means it is applicable to all. It is come by all the people agreed. It becomes a constitution. They follow. There is no one man in this. The word nowadays, when British people came here, they started using the word Hinduism. It is wrong word in spirituality. Hindu means one who away from violence, one who loves peace. That is Hindu. Muslims, when they immigrated to India, they call it as Hindustan. What is Hindustan? Place where peace prevails. Hindustan. This is what they came. This Sanatana Dharma has become Satya, Prema, Ahimsa, and Prema, Ahimsa, and Satya Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa. Now let us take about every religion. Zoroaster is the oldest religion. Then what they said is the quintessence of that religion, Satya. There is a truth. It has been created by God, Ahura Mazda, and Ahura Mazda will come to guide us properly. That is Zoroaster. Buddhism, what he said, be Dharma, detach everything, don't be attached to this world. Otherwise, you have no peace. Detach it. Jainism also said Ahimsa. Jainism followed Ahimsa. Nothing to be killed like that. Lao Tse from China, that's also one of the oldest religions. The Lao Tse said, law pervades everywhere, he said. What is law? Means energy. Cosmic energy pervades everywhere. These things all come from Vedas only. Then similarly, Christianity, nothing else but love. Prema. So these Sanatana Dharma mean is the quintessence of not only Vedas but also all religions put together. This is Sanatana Dharma. So why it is Sanatana? The word came eternal. Means whatever the word may be, even the Kali Yuga, the worst sinners can easily follow. You need not have to go to read Vedas. You need not have to read scriptures. There are 108 Upanishads came. And in these Vedas, no question of mentioning Vishnu, Shiva, Paramatma, Narayana, like that, nothing. They only said cosmic energy or universal consciousness like that. So in the Kali Yuga, people started, they could not follow the Sanatana Dharma, they could not eat Vedas, they gave some names and forms so that people can easily understand that. That's why the name came Vishnu and then Brahma and Shiva. They used the word called God. G-O-D. G, generator. O, organizer. D, destroyer. That is power of creation, power of maintenance, power of destruction. This is what God. This is what people want to do. So this God, if you mention to the Kali Yuga people, They do not understand. Therefore, they have been given a form. They are given a form. And for form, there is a name called Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Then literally like so these things with the forms you should go to the reality. The reality is formless. But here today what happened? We only go on forms only. We don't go to the reality. And only in this country you will see a lot of festivals in a year. More than 20 festivals there in a year. Because why? Continuity. You should not forget the God, the universal consciousness, the energy that you have. You should not forget. Therefore, they give festival, 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 festival. So these festivals mean we see the literary aspect of it, but we don't go to reality behind it. So that is how we should be. We are not able to experience God within. That's why we do not have peace in at home. We are suffering from ups and downs in our life. If you follow this Sanathana Dharma, there is no question of ups and downs. You will always be peaceful because you carry nothing. You came with nothing. You carry nothing, and you go with nothing. That is Sanathana Dharma. Eternal. Your body is not eternal, but soul is eternal. You are that soul. You are not that body. But here, today, 99.9% of people, they give importance for the body. Now, again, you go back to Egyptian civilization, Roman civilization, Greek civilization. There, who are all they all very big heroes like Hercules, Samson, Ulysses, Achilles, and so on. Say 5,000 years ago in India, who are the heroes here? There are no heroes. There are only sages. Sages who realized the truth, who experienced God and taught us. Therefore, this is the country where most peaceful in this world is this. From this way, this is Bharat. From here, all the religions went to the other countries. So therefore, Sanatana Dharma again we should follow. This is the quintessence of Veda. That's why our Swami also teaches. In Sanatana Dharma, you say Satya Dharma Shanti Prema Ahimsa. How many times he said Satya Dharma Shanti Prema Lekunna individual Nirchina Vilusunna. Satya Dharma Shanti Prema Lekunna Indi Padavul Yerina Palamusunna. Satya Dharma Shanti Prema Lekunna Sanatana Dharma Haryambu Nilva ఈ నాలుగు విధి గోడలప్ప he said. That is the fountain, the foundation for you is the Sanatana Dharma. Without Dharma, there is no foundation for you. This is what Swami said in his speech. He sings like this Satya Dharma Shanti Prema Lekuna. He sings like that. Therefore, we, the devotees, forget about all forms. We must go back to the truth. Behind the form, hidden. Because we just go by everything by Vishnu, four hands. And once I was talking to Swami. We were traveling together from Coimbatore to Kodaikanal, car, via Palani. I said, Swami, this is Palani. I know. Swami Subramanya Swami he came after fighting with mother and father, came here and stood. Who said so? So I said, first, where is Subramanya? No Subramanya. What Swami? No Subramanya. And there is no Ishvara, there is no Parvati. Where is the question of Subramanya? What Swami? What are you talking? How about Brahma? How about Vishnu? No. Then who is it? Nobody. How can the energy be called a name? How can you give a name to an energy? You tell me. Then why do you give all this? Because you people do not understand what is Sanatana Dharma. You not explain Sanatana Dharma. Figures have been given to you. Whereas you people caught hold of the figures but forgot the reality. That is the reason why I descended to this earth to tell you, forget about all these so-called these vigrahas and all statues and all this context Sanatana Dharma. But to start it with bhajan, seva, all the way to keep your mind pure so that you can understand. So whereas we people go for, once you know Swami, one of our old devotees, Swami, from here I am going to Tirupati, he said. Why? Venkateswara Swami, Tirupati I am going. Why? Have I not Venkateswara Swami here? He said. What is his understand? From that, we are only going to a place where Vigraha is there. Vigraha means Pratishtha. Pratishtha means install. Install means where the sages put a copper plate with some power, and on that there is a statue, idol, and the idol is cemented so that it does not move. In order to give faith to the people, to increase their faith, they made this. Whereas we are doing pujas for idols idols and idols and idols without knowing why this puja. So therefore, Sanatana Dharma teaches you and I are one. That is what Sanatana Dharma. The Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa comes under Vedas. Vedas, I am the author. I am the author. So therefore, you are learning Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa means you are directly under my supervision. You are directly my devotees. So therefore, follow Sanatana Dharma. It's good for you. Sai Ram.